Hello everyone, I'm Shabari from hookedinloops.com. If you have still not subscribed to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button, and for getting updates of new videos, then please click the bell icon. By the way, don't forget to like, share and comment. My today's tutorial is on this beautiful clay art necklace, and I have shown step by step how to make the Durga face. So just see the video till the end. I have decorated my neck piece with koris, khungroos and thread beads, and let's begin. We will take the Fevicryl molded and cut out the package, and inside it we have got two more packages. One is the resin base, another one is the hardener. So we will take equal quantity of both the resin base and the hardener, and take some powder and mix these two parts along with the powder by rolling them with your hands in this manner and folding them. Now the mixture has two colors right now. You will mix them until you get one single color. The mixture should be completely white, and now we will roll it and give it a sphere-like shape. Spread the plastic sheet, and now we will make the face of the Durga. So you will give the shape like this. Now for this jewelry you can either make your own Durga face, or you can just take the mold of the face and just get it ready. Anyways, in this tutorial you will see how to make the face. Okay, so I have given it a shape, and now I am dividing the face into two equal halves, and then now we will be marking the eyebrows. Okay, now for shaping it, use little bit of water for smoothing it. Okay, we will also mark the place for placing the lips. Okay, like this. Just follow my video how to make the face. We are now going to add the nose and just give it the shape of the nose using the clay tools. The portion above the eyebrows should be slightly lifted, so we will just add little bit of clay to mark that position. At this moment we are just marking our positions, and later on we will filling the parts with the clay. Okay, so the forehead portions have been marked. Now we will just flatten the top portion with our fingers like this. Use little bit of water to make the surface even. Okay, when you are more or less satisfied, just add the hair portion. Now you can see I have added the lips here, but that's not needed right now because I will eventually cover that part up. I was just seeing how it looks. Anyways, I will cover that part. So right now I'm just adding the hair, and with the help of little bit of water we are shaping the top portion. Now we will also place little bit of clay in the forehead portion because that part should be slightly lifted, and use a little bit of water to smoothen the surface. Remember, the water quantity should be very less because in air dried clay you do not require any water. That's why I'm using only little water to just make the surface moist. Now for the cheeks, since the cheeks are slightly lifted, we are placing a little bit of clay in that portion like this and flattening it with our hands. Okay, now you will just give the shape with your hands like this. As you can see, the lips portion is not there anymore. I have covered that part with the clay. Now at the end I will be adding the lips. Okay, like this. See how beautiful the shape is coming up, just with little bit of water and little bit of powder. Okay. Now we will be placing the lips. So for that we will take 2 small parts of clay and place that in the shape of the lips. I will advise you not to give any kind of shape of the lips, okay, if you are a beginner, because you can always give the shape using your paints. Okay, just for the lips portion you will add little bit of clay like this, because that portion should not be flat, right? So you need to add a little bit of lips and the shaping should be done with the painting. Now for the chin we will add little bit portion below the lip like this. And use a little bit of water to smoothen the surface. Now the parts on either side of the lips are also slightly lifted for the face, so we will take 2 small spheres like this and press it and use a little bit of water to smoothen the surface. Okay, like this. And when it's ready, just allow your work to dry for at least 3 hours. I'm adding little bit of hair portion. Do this if you are not satisfied with your hair. Okay, like this. And when your face is more or less ready and you are satisfied, just allow it to dry for at least 3 hours. However, I left it for overnight, so it was completely dried before I started painting it. So our face is now ready. It's completely dried up. It will look like this. I have just made the outline of the face to see how it looks. Before painting it, we will just paint it completely white using the white colored acrylic paint, because the white color will act as the primer for the paint. And after painting it completely white, we will let our work to dry for some time. And when it's dried up, we will start painting it. Now paint the face based on your own imagination. The face is more or less done. We will now make the lotus leaf. So we will take the mold and roll it out using a roller and little bit of powder. Make it flat, and when the desired size is reached, just take the knife and cut it out in the shape of the leaf. Since I'm using the air dry clay, so the cutout portion of the edges will be uneven. So after cutting out your shape, you will smoothen the edges using little bit of water. So at first we will cut it out in the shape of the leaf, and then we will take little bit of water in our fingertips as I mentioned earlier in the video, and just shape the edges of the leaf. Okay, it will be better if you spread your leaf on a plastic sheet like this, and with some blunt pointed thing, just make the leaf impression, and make sure that the edge of the leaf is folded like this to give it a realistic effect. We will make two holes at the top of the leaf through which we will be passing the string. Take little bit of water and smoothen that portion of the hole like this. Now just fold the edges like this. We will take the back side of our brushes or any clay tool and mark out the leaf impression. Though in my case the leaf impressions got hid due to the Durga face and other things, but still it will be good if you make the leaf impressions. Okay, so now let's place our things on the lotus leaf. So we will place the Durga face at the center portion, and with the mold we will make the stem of the flower and also the flower petals using the mold like this. We will take the Fevicol and add the glue at the back side of the face and stick it to the lotus leaf. Similarly, we will be adding Fevicol to the leaf and stick the stems as well as the flower petals. And in the same manner, we will be sticking the other stems and the petals. The decoration is completely based on your wish. I am adding a lotus flower on this side of the face. I felt the leaf I made is quite smaller, so I wanted to increase the size, so I added little bit extra clay in this manner. Now it's optional for you. I will suggest you to make a bigger leaf in the beginning only. However, if you want to increase the length, then you can always take some extra clay in this manner and press it and smoothen the edges using a little bit of water such that the leaf looks continuous. Okay. I also took little bit of powder to smoothen our extra portion, and we will fold the lower portion of the leaf to give it a realistic touch. And when your work is ready, just let it dry for at least 3 hours. I left it overnight. My leaf is more or less done, and I will wrap it up and let it dry for at least 3 hours. So my work is now completely dried out. As earlier, we will paint the remaining portion of the leaf completely white, because the white color acts as the primer for the paint we will be adding later on. Now we will start painting it, and paint it based on your imagination. Give the shading and everything, and we will meet you at the end of the painting. Our painting is now completely ready. Our neck piece is ready. And now you can see a glossy effect. It is due to the layer of wood gloss I added on it. So I added the then dried wood shine polyurethane on top of it and allowed it to dry overnight. And you can see I have added a portion of the neck piece on one side, and I added a jump ring on top of it. So we will do the same thing on the other side. So I have taken the jewelry thin wires that are available in the local market and passed it through the hole, and then tied a knot like this. And then we will take both the end of the wire and pass it through 4 cories like this. The cories should face at the top side. Okay. If you want, you can use thread also, but I felt the wire is more durable. Now align the cories like in this manner, it will look very pretty, and after that just tie a knot at both the ends in this manner. Okay, and then we will take two ghungroos and pass the two ends of the wire through the hole of the ghungroo, that is through the loop of the ghungroos, and then we will pass one of the end of the wire through the jump ring like this, and then tie a knot, and we will cut out the extra portion of the wire using the wire cutter. Okay, so this side is also ready. Now we will pass the string through the jump ring. So I made the string myself. I have crocheted embroidery floss, and we will pass the string through the jump ring like this and decorate the string using the thread bead. If you want to see the tutorial on how to make the thread bead, just check the description box. You will get the link in my description box. We will pass the string through the thread bead hole in this manner and decorate the string like this. We will do the same thing on the other side. And finally our neck piece is ready. Isn't this beautiful? These neck pieces are quite common and trendy nowadays. I just loved making this tutorial. I will be wearing this neck piece with some of my beautiful saris in Durga Puja. I hope you like this tutorial and it was easy for you to follow. If you like this tutorial, then please hit the like button. Comment in the comment section for any queries. I will answer all your queries. Also, I have a website at www.hookedinloops.com. You will get my crochet patterns there, so check it out. My channel is filled with crochet art, fabric art and clay art tutorials, so you will just love it. So please subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.